welcome to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Gambo.
I am glad this week you're feeling better, Nelson, because I'm not talking about sickness. I'm talking about the drive-by that happened on our Discord last week. I think it was last week, where something starts as a concerning thing and then ends as like a bit of an insult. I think I saw someone go, "Oh, geez, Nelson, are you feeling okay?" And you said, "Yeah, I feel fine." They go, "Oh, you sound terrible."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I found okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's even worse when it happens in person. You'll see someone goes, "Oh, geez, are you okay?" Yeah, no, I feel fine. Oh, okay, yeah. Then you look fine too.
Stacey told me actually just recently, I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this story, but she went to a convention recently and she said there was a girl there who's, well, no comment anyway. And Stacey and her went separate ways one night. And at a convention, some people can drink quite a lot. Yeah. But Stacey wasn't really drinking that much. And one night, actually, she didn't drink at all the night before, but she was lying up at the breakfast buffet. And this woman came up to her.
The next morning, after they parted ways. The next morning.
Are you okay? How much did you have to drink last night? Because you look terrible.
Well, it's
very insulting.
It's actually, I think, worse than that. When she said, "How much did you have to drink last night?" And Stacey goes, "Oh, I didn't drink at all last night." And then she said, "Oh, because you look..." Like after confirming, that
you should drop it.
That's when you drop it. We're like, oh, well then, you look really hungover and terrible.
Yeah. Kembo, may you announcement bugle me in, please?
Oh yes, it's probably this one. No, what's this? Oh God, how long has this been on here, Nelson? All right, let's try.
A really long time.
Let's try.
It's got to be the one next to that.
No, that's the letters.
Okay.
What's this one? I think this might be Podnapping. Hey! There you go.
Camber, I have an announcement.
Yeah.
After 477, this is 478th episode.
Yep.
I've decided that we should not do the segments as we normally do.
Okay.
And there's a few reasons why.
Sure.
Sometimes it's because some weeks I struggle to find a shower thought or an Ask Reddit or something. Or today I learned that's interesting enough for the show that we can talk about. The other reason is there's plenty of other good content on Reddit, and I feel like sometimes I'm restricted to only finding one good post per episode that I use at the start that's not in the other sort of segments, other subreddits. And also we have a lot of people that are cross-posting to our subreddit, and they're quite often not in the specific Ask Reddit, Shower Thoughts, etc. And so then we miss a lot of potentially good ones because I don't often go back. I kind of just trying to find the best one when I'm doing the show notes, and then
you're
I
like
don't
a
really
shark.
go back
You just
anymore.
have to keep going forward. You can't stop. You can't go back.
Exactly. So yeah, we can still do the intros when we have Ask Her Today. I learned about, and maybe we can introduce more intros.
I'm out of. There's one that rotates, which at the moment is still the countdown music.
Yeah.
The rest are actually now taken. I'd need to get an extra pad for extra sounds if we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Or we can have one extra theme and then no special themes ever.
Okay. Well, we need an all-encompassing, I think.
What if I just hit all of the themes at once at the start of the episode? I'll mash my hand on the sound effects pad, play them all at once, and then that'll be done.
Okay. Sure.
There you go.
What a cacophony of hell that was.
It really just makes it realize, what are all of these things? Because you just hear little bits like a scream and some dubstep and it's,
Anywho, all right. Well, let's. You did bugle announcement me out.
That's true. I did
during that. So I guess we don't have to do it again. But okay, here we go. So this first Reddit on Reddit is cross-posted to us by Just Judging Reddit, and it was in the subreddit Wedding Shaming, but it was originally by Haley Telconta. That just sounds like somebody's full name.
Yeah, it really does.
Do you reckon there's this is an older person that's got on and they're like, username? Well, I'll obviously put my full name
also,
here.
I suspect that Telonta is a name unique enough that you can just have it as your username because it's not gone. If I tried to have Michael Campbell as a username,
yeah,
no way at all that's coming to me.
I'm going to check that later.
Yeah, if Michael Campbell's available.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Then I'm going to go around pretending to be the biggest idiot again. And then that won't be an insult just to you. It'll be an insult to all the other Michael Campbells in the world.
Including the professional golfer, which always comes up if I ever Google myself, which is very rare.
Yeah. Every week you Googling yourself. Come on, me this time. The golfer again.
The last time,
always number one.
The last time I semi-Googled myself, I know that we're meant to be getting onto this post, but we had watched a movie called Juror Number 2. And as part of it, we were laughing at one of the bits where they were suspicious of someone and their connection to this woman. And they Googled the person's name and then wife, and then all these pictures of her came up. We're like, would that work if you Googled someone else's name and then wife or husband? So I Googled Stacey's name and then husband. And lo and behold, a lot of pictures of me came up. I was like, okay, fair enough. I thought that was like a very...
How are you... Where are you linked as husband and wife online?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, but I came up.
Okay.
Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that seems really... how about on on Facebook? I don't know. Do you have a relationship that's set?
No, I think we're both single. Did you ever change your Facebook relationship when you got into a relationship with Alan?
I just left it as it's complicated, and that just covers my whole life.
Yeah, marriage is complicated.
Everybody's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Hey, your job. I'm now just looking at your Facebook profile.
Okay.
Your job is your old one.
Is it?
Even though that's old, it's not that old. Engaged. It's got your engagement here,
okay.
Cambo.
Wow, I do not remember updating that.
Stacey. So I see. Facebook's just assumed that by now you got married. And just linked that online. Okay, sorry. Let's continue.
Sorry.
I recently went to a wedding reception where the seating arrangements were alphabetical by first name. All the Anns and Bobs at one table, all the Joes and Katies at another, regardless of whether or not any of them knew each other. If you came as a +1 and didn't know anybody besides your date, too bad. No exceptions. Strictly alphabetical. Except for my one friend, Caitlin, spelled with a C, who was seated at the K table for some reason. No, we still don't know why. There was one table that was pretty much just women named Sue, Susan, Suzanne, who didn't know each other at all. There is one table where a guy I know, his current girlfriend, and his ex all got seated together. Basically, everybody ended up standing around the edges of the room all night. Also, there's an edit because I've answered this 10,000 times already. Caitlin's name was spelled correctly on the seating chart and on her place card. That's why it's funny that she was seated at the K table. No, it wasn't a hastily corrected spelling error. The seating chart was hand-inked calligraphy without any awkward crossouts. They wrote Caitlin on purpose in the middle of a bunch of K names. That's why it was worth commenting on. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I do think that is actually kind of a funny, weird detail of this.
Well, it definitely was like when they made a list. You have to make lists for wedding seats. They always had it at K, and before they took it to the calligrapher,
yeah,
and they're like, "Oh shit, this one's actually C. We better correct it." But then didn't.
And they were like, "Well, then we have to rearrange all the tables." Yeah. I reckon that's basically what happened. What do you think about this idea?
I love the chaos of this.
Love
this.
it.
This is so. My only hope is I hope that the bride and groom also sat alphabetically.
Yeah, they were next to each other. Yeah.
What this says to me is we've both had to do wedding table arrangements.
Yeah.
And from like your wedding had really long tables, so I don't know whether or not you maybe had an easier time or whether that's a harder time. But there are like some political things need to be like, okay, well, this person needs to sit with that person because they don't know them, and et cetera, et cetera. And then most people were cool except for my mum, who had a lot of opinions about where my grandparents sat because they couldn't fit on the bridal table, which is where our family was.
Yeah.
To which point, like, I had to call her several times to be like, Mum, it is okay. You will be, I know they're not on the same table, but you will actually physically be next to them, just adjoining tables. Anyway, this strikes me as people that have had too many of those phone calls.
Yeah.
And have been like, fuck it, alphabetical.
Yeah.
And then the extra chaos is not even doing it by last name, which would mean families are together.
Oh, yeah. That's a good I didn't even consider that. They could have gone last name.
Yeah.
As a, like, still a bit of fun, maybe. Oh, no, but then you would separate, because maybe there wouldn't be that many last names.
I mean, Stacey doesn't have my last name. So, like, if it was done alphabetical with last name, we wouldn't be sitting together anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a confession, Cambo. Ellen vetoed my seating plan.
Really?
When we went to do our wedding, because what I thought I would say even more chaotic than this is you number the seats, and as people go in, they draw a number from a hat, and they have to sit in that seat. I thought it was a really good idea, because my whole point was that I think part of the wedding is, right, let's not have segregated groups.
Yeah.
Where nobody's talking to anywhere else, which I think is obviously the point of this one too. I have to say, it is pretty chaotic, but I feel more sorry for the bride and groom, because what this person has said is basically everybody ended up standing around the edges of the room all night. To me, you are a sucky guest. You clearly know that the idea of this is to, like, provoke conversation with people that you don't know.
Yeah.
If you are not, like, going to at least try and do that, and it sounds like these people didn't, then I think you're a shitty guest, and you should have let the bride and groom, like, you should have conducted the experiment with them.
I appreciate the chaos that you're going for in an attempt to combine everyone.
Yeah.
But again, I would ask you, would you and Alan have also had to pick random numbers from?
Obviously. Yeah.
That's my only stipulation with chaotic seating charts is that as long as the bride and groom are also, they are so committed that they too will do this, then I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah.
I even wouldn't mind like a Mad Hatter Alice in Wonderland style thing where every now and again someone gets up and announces, change places, and then everyone has to get up and like
we
rotate.
go around with the hat again. See, that's cool. In between courses.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good again.
Imagine like, you have an entree and then maybe you get up and dance and then you come back and the nameplate on your seat has changed and you need to go find your new seat.
I think that's really good. I like this idea. It's a great idea, Cambo. More weddings should do this. I don't know. Like, I think there's also probably I had comfort in knowing that our families knew each other well. Oh no, our families didn't even know each other well enough, but they're similar enough.
Yeah.
That I knew if we mixed and matched friends and family and stuff, everyone would get a. I couldn't imagine a combination. The only reason why I think it was ultimately vetoed, because there is the exception of the grandparents, I think, and a couple, not many, but a couple who had partners that probably would have been a bit uncomfortable sitting next to people that they don't know if that had happened.
Yeah, okay.
But
so there was only one or two potential bad matches.
Yeah.
And you think that the chance of them coming out in a random draw was like, what, 1 in 80?
Yeah, it would have been. It could have caused some problems, I suppose. So,
What do you think, by the way, about no seating chart? Just sit wherever. And then someone's like, I have a dietary requirement. You're like, we put it in, they'll find you.
Yeah. I feel like you could get around the dietary requirement things. I think the problem is when you end up having an uneven amount of people, like, you end up having 9 at a 10-seater table because people of it, and then you've got like a few random people that are just sitting by themselves. So then if instead of everybody being randomly assigned, you've just got like 3 or 4 people that are like, great, guess I'll just sit with the people I don't know.
What I like about this is it takes any responsibility off you. Because if you're like, oh man, like all these groups are formed and now these people feel left out. You're like, hey, man, I didn't do this. You did this.
Yeah.
You all did this.
That's true. How about sit on the floor? Wherever you want. Sit on the floor. Cross-legged.
By the way, that's always an option at a wedding. To just sit on the floor. They don't tell you that.
No, there's tables in the way, Campos. Really,
no, but there's other floor you can sit on.
The dance floor?
If you want.
Nobody's sitting on my dance floor, mate. Okay, but let's move on. And this one, are we going to play an intro? Because we could play an intro. Now I don't know when the intros are going to be used.
It's actually, technically it has been played, but I'm happy to play it again.
Oh, God. I've created a mess here.
I'm happy to play them all. Do you want me to play them all every time?
We should. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, Zimbo, I think, gave an idea for kind of a podnapping, which was that people should give us their own intros to each different segments.
Yep.
So perhaps now I'll put it out to the listeners. If anybody wants to create like a few different, perhaps generic, nondescript intros, so that every time we do a new post, we can...
Yeah. So you want people to be like, that's an interesting post.
Yeah, something like that. Something, it's got to have a bit of a jingle as well, or whatever.
Yeah.
Send that in to us, and then we can do it. Anyway, this next one is by Binky Bink Bonk. It was cross-posted by Binky Bink Bonk, and it's in the subreddit Advice.
And also sometimes advice.
There we go. I think I've forgotten to put the actual... No, you know what? It was from Binky Bink Bonk. How do you ask your boyfriend to sit down while peeing? Maybe controversial, I don't know. But I'm the only one cleaning the toilet/bathroom and it reeks of pee around the toilet. How? Advice needed on how I kindly request him to sit down while peeing instead of standing up because I'm tired of cleaning up his dried pee. Edit. First of all, thank you for the actual advice and please stop the dump his nasty ass comments.
Classic Reddit.
I'm very much in a happy relationship. Shocking, I know, since I clean his piss off the toilet. Second, he doesn't pee on the floor purposefully. Tries to drip everywhere, but I think the splashback from standing up while peeing is the biggest culprit here. Do you know what? This is, I think, definitely more of an issue in the US, right? Or anywhere else in the world where they fill up their toilet bowl.
Yeah, they've got a higher level of water, yeah.
Yeah, where I can see the splashback being much more difficult. Anyway, thus, advice on how to get the stubborn stand-up peeing boyfriend to sit down would be nice. Oh, see, now he's stubborn. That's different.
Yeah. My advice is going to have to change. I did have advice locked in, which is just ask him.
Yeah. since it's discussing that P slashes everywhere, again, not his fault, just physics, and it stinks. I mean, it is kind of his fault. Okay, thirdly, it's been interesting reading different opinions on men sitting versus standing while peeing. I had hoped that maybe showing him comments on how it's not emasculating for men to sit down would change his mind, but I honestly think he already agrees with that. I'm just venting because I don't understand why he's so stubborn with this one particular thing.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, your reaction if Alan said, hey, can you sit down when you pee?
Yeah.
What
I'd
would
be
it
like, I sit down, I reckon, 90% of the time
Oh,
that
do
I
you?
need to pee. I'm already a sitter downer.
Okay.
I don't even know why sometimes I'll then go to standing. Definitely, maybe it's because when I'm peeing, normally it's like in the middle of the night, early in the morning, and I'm like a bit groggy.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it, actually. Probably more earlier in the day or in the morning, I'm sitting down. But then later on, I'm standing up.
Yeah, there are times where it is safer to sit, like being groggy, or even like post-coital or anything like that, where you're like, this is a danger. I'll sit down. Do you like pee at urinals and stuff? Like that's when you stand, is when you're at like public toilets?
Yeah, I mean, I'll stand when I'm at home too. But I think it's more of a like because probably, again, it might depend what I'm wearing too. So if I'm wearing like jeans or something, it's a bit more annoying to take the pants down and sit down. But if I'm standing up, then I can just sort of unzip the top part. I'm only I'm half de-pantsing. But yeah, definitely, obviously, when I go out, I'm always peeing at a urinal.
Yeah, okay. So the point is that you would feel no which way about the masculinity or demasculine kind of culture around sitting when peeing, which, by the way, is all bullshit.
I'm so confused why any male thinks it is.
I feel like people are like this about bidets as well, being like, "Oh, I could never use a bidet."
Yeah,
and then use them for a little bit, and you're like, "Oh, this is so much better." But like, I think there are guys in particular that are like really funny about it.
Yeah,
as if getting a trickle of water anywhere near your butt must signify that you're not masculine.
Yeah, I don't get that.
No.
I wonder if, are there men that poo standing up because they really don't want to sit down?
Sitting on a toilet in any way.
Because I feel like you could if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's people like that.
There probably is. Like, in the sense that there's all kinds of psychopaths in the world. There would be some fucking idiot dude that like listens to the Liver King and doesn't shit sitting down because that's what like women do, and men actually they cop this particular squat, and it's
Yeah. When you're doing a number 2, are you also doing a number 1, just in general?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
I'd say so as well.
Yeah.
So again, I wonder if there are some men who don't want to sit down to pee, but when they sit down to poop and then they need to pee, they quickly switch. They stand up and turn around. I think what this person should do is maybe she should pee on the ground. How much pee do you reckon needs to be around before he's uncomfortable by it?
Well, he's not uncomfortable with his own, which makes me think his tolerance to pee could be higher because he's like, oh, it's just what happens.
It's funny though, isn't it? Because sometimes there's things like, let's say, for example, hair. Sometimes when it's like identified as your own hair, or maybe even when you've been living with a partner and your partner's hair, not kind of gross. But if you find hair out in the wild, you're like, ooh, gross. Like if I find a hair in my food that I identified as mine, not as gross. as if I go to a restaurant and I take out hair. I'm like, not mine.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that. So I'm just thinking there's a potential where like he knows that his pee is okay.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying she should pee everywhere.
I think so. Fight fire
Be like,
with fire. That's what they say.
If you're going to pee standing up, I'm going to pee standing up.
Oh, yeah. I think that's how she should approach it as well. Be like, I've decided I'm going to pee standing up as well.
I guess my fear with this tactic is that if he's like, that's fine, and he doesn't care, then she's cleaning up even more pee.
Yeah, double the amount. No, she has to not clean it up as well, I think. She has to double down on the not cleaning.
Would you say that the ultimate way out of this is to dump his nasty ass?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. There's only one way.
Seems like Reddit was right all along with this one.
Yeah, Reddit is never wrong. I don't know if you've noticed that, Cameron, but Reddit is never actually wrong. All right, here's another one. This is by Binky Bink Bonk. No, it's crossed by stitches by Binky Bink Bonk. It was in the subreddit Today I Learned. But it was originally by Steffi Boy. Today I learned Robert Downey Jr. thanked Burger King for getting him off drugs in 2003. With a car full of drugs, he had a burger that was so disgusting it made him rethink his life and dump the drugs in the ocean.
You know what I find even more interesting about this fact? Because that's not a great endorsement of Burger King, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was so bad that I have to change my life.
Yeah.
And then a couple of years later, 2008, so what's that, 5 years? 5 years, yeah. Was when Iron Man came out. So he was already sober by then for 5 years. How well do you remember the movie Iron Man?
Yeah, I remember at the end that he's like, "Oh, I really need a burger," and he's eating a burger while he's talking to the press or whatever.
Well, yeah, it's when he gets rescued.
Car.
When he gets rescued from the desert.
Yeah,
and he's going to do the big press conference, and he says, "Yes, what I need right now is an American cheeseburger." What brand is the cheeseburger he's eating?
Yeah, it's Burger King.
It's
right?
a Burger King, and Burger King like signed off on that usage.
Yeah,
which is funny to be like. Do you think at the time they didn't know this fact? And they're like, great, he missed Burger King. But really, it was his own, like, he apparently had suggested it, Robert Downey Jr., being like, I want to have Burger King because that was when I rediscovered myself and all this kind of stuff. So I think he should have a Burger King. Do you think that they were like, they didn't know that fact? And they're like, oh, great. What he missed most was Burger King.
Yeah, maybe. Or it could have been in the court settlement. Where they were like, you've got to rectify this wrong.
You shall not speak ill of Burger King. And in fact, you shall endorse it at any given opportunity.
Yeah.
Your character says they're hungry. They're hungry for Burger King.
Yeah. Do you think it could have been? So obviously it said that his burger was so disgusting. Do you think it was more like the drugs had made him crave Burger King more, or like something greasy and stuff like that? Like, I imagine alcohol, like alcohol does that to me sometimes. At the end of the night, you're like, I need a greasy burger, something salty. That's what I want. And maybe it's more the quantity of Burger King that he'd gone to, because I can't imagine because otherwise to me this makes no sense. Where it's like, okay, I am sick of doing drugs because I would imagine that a burger that tastes so bad would make me want to do more drugs. Just in general. I'm like, oh my God, I should stop eating this terrible burger and do more drugs.
There is now that I'm thinking about it, there is a memory I have of a friend of ours, a guy called Dane, who was very drunk. And we'd all gone, we were all drunk, but he was particularly drunk. And we'd all gone to a McDonald's, and he said, he went up and he ordered a pounder. So obviously
it was a double pounder.
A double pounder.
Yeah.
So obviously a quarter pounder is one patty.
Yeah.
You can do the maths.
Yeah. 8 pieces of meat.
And I remember like several bites in, just looking at it. It was the worst looking thing. And even he admitted, like, this is awful.
Yeah.
I can imagine that putting you off. And do you think in the drug fueled thing, Robert Downey Jr. was doing the equivalent of whatever a double pounder is at Burger King? He's like, what am I doing? Drugs have led me to this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what I mean. Like the drugs led him to eating the greasy burger, and he was like, why am I doing this? I would never normally eat this. It was only the drugs putting me in this place. Yeah, I guess that must be it. Weirdest side effect to have, I guess. Like, was it the, like, loss of teeth or erratic behavior that put you up? Nah. Just didn't like going to Burger King.
That's how you know that you're like, not only you're a drug addict, but you are like in the rich 1%.
Yeah.
When you're like, oh my God, I'm eating takeaway. I need to change something.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just most people's lived experience, man. What your rock bottom is what most people do every day.
Yeah.
And for you, that's
want
too
to
much.
get out of it, though, but some people are trapped.
Well, that's true.
The problem.
Yeah, I guess. But like, there are worse things people have done on drugs that have realized they've hit rock bottom and not just having a bad burger at Burger King.
Yeah. Here's just a fun fact to round out that story of our friend Dane, who ate the double pounder when he was really drunk. I remember I worked at McDonald's at the time, so we got a cheaper burger as well, because it's actually really expensive to keep adding extra patties on. But he told me, like, the next day or a few days afterwards, he's like, I woke up in the middle of the night and I threw up. He said it was just meat. That's all that came out. I just threw up meat. And I was like, that's disgusting. That's so gross.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Believe it or not, Dane is still with us.
I kind of want to know. I saw him recently. I kind of want to know if he eats McDonald's still.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the turning point.
We'll get back to everyone and let everyone know if Dane still eats McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay, here's the last one. Okay, but this cross-posted was by Just Judging Reddit, and it was on the subreddit Casual Conversation, but it was originally by Samiron1. Are you a shoes on or shoes off household? I'm mostly asking this because I saw a meme where the caption says, when you weren't prepared for her to have a shoes off household. And the guy takes off his shoes to reveal really worn and torn up socks. I was always taught to take my shoes off inside and get really confused when I go to somebody's house and they say I can keep them on. How commonly do people just keep their shoes on inside? And Just Judging Reddit, which is Hazza, said, we are 100% shoes off, and I can list every person who has worn their shoes inside my house.
It's funny.
Hazza, just put me on the list right now. Okay?
Yeah.
But when I eventually come around.
It's I think it's dependent on the kind of floor as well. Like, most of our house is floorboards. Yeah. So I don't care if people take their shoes off in our house.
Yeah.
We do when we're home, because why would you keep shoes on? But like, if I've been wearing shoes to do something and I need to go inside quickly, I'll keep them on. But if we had complete carpet in our house, I'd be way more inclined to take my shoes off. So I feel like that gets into the carpet more. Floorboard, you can quickly vacuum, send a little mop around or something, and whereas the carpet, I feel like it sticks more into the carpet and it's a lot more annoying to clean. That being said, I'll always offer to take my shoes off in every house, just in case.
Yeah, I feel like,
unless I know that people don't care.
Yeah, it's normally like, I feel like you get a vibe from their front door area.
Yeah. If there's a big collection of shoes.
Or if I clock even just that they've got their shoes off when they greet me at the door, then I'll normally ask. I mean, that's a giveaway if they've got shoes on. Then I'm like, okay, well, clearly. I think it's funny, right? Because I find it uncomfortable to be shoeless in somebody else's house. And there's something about it where I just kind of feel like, I don't know, rude or something.
Yeah.
And I get that they're the ones that told me out, but it's like, I don't know, but the idea of like revealing your feet with these socks, the chances of your feet smelling are significantly higher.
Yeah.
After walking around with shoes a lot and then taking them off, and then that can make me maybe a bit self-conscious, I guess. I don't know. I just don't really like it anyway, or like the feeling of walking around in somebody else's home, like feeling the ground on my feet. I don't know how to explain it properly. Actually, I just find it a little bit weird.
Do you wear shoes at all time at home, except for like when you're in bed and stuff?
No. Like, I mean, as soon as I put shoes on for the day, I don't take them off. Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true.
So you've got shoes
if I'm
on
like
right
taking
now?
them off the couch or something as well. But most of the time, I would say once I put them on, they pretty much stay on.
Do you have shoes on right now?
Yes, I do.
See, I don't. I did take my shoes off when I came in.
Yeah.
That being said, I was in our garden, so they're full of mud. Like,
Yeah.
If I had just been walking down the street in runners, I wouldn't have.
Yeah. Do you know, it's funny that I saw a similar post to this ages ago on Reddit. And I'm not saying it's every person who is a shoes off household, but I think there might be a subsection of people that assume that people with shoes on wear their shoes inside regardless of the state of their shoes and must just be cleaning up after them constantly.
Yeah.
Because I remember somebody, I can't remember exactly what they said, but they were implying that people walk around their house with muddy shoes. I was like, I've never done that in my life.
No.
Like, it's so stupid to me to consider the fact that I would like go from the garden and then just be like, well, I'm not taking my shoes off. Obviously, I will walk this around, just so that I can keep my shoes on. It's like, it's more that it's just the times when, which is most of the time, I know my shoes aren't dirty enough to cause, let's say, like visible, dirty marks.
And then you give them a wipe on the mat, obviously, on the way in.
Wipe on the mat. Yeah. I feel like it's not really that, I don't know, dirty or anything.
What because do you think that's the norm? People know, oh, my shoes are dirty, I should take them off then. Do you think that's the norm?
I reckon that's got to be the norm. I don't know.
So then, if you are a shoes off household and people are bringing shoes in, put a little thing of mud just outside your door. So as they get to your door, their shoes get muddy and they're like, oh, well, now I need to take them off.
Now, that's the only way.
Yeah.
I do also think that other thing actually like this meme was saying where some guy is like, oh, I took my shoes off and I've got holes and what's like, I was like, that's me too. So, which we were talking about this the other day actually. I'm like, I'm not ashamed of it really until the hole's too big in my socks. And then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have worn these ones. I wasn't prepared.
Think you had said that when you had 4 toes sticking out.
Three, Cambo. Three sticking out. That's too much. 4's insane. 4, you're just wearing basically a sleeve on your foot. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on into the podnapping. You can play the theme, Cambo, I feel like, for this one.
Okay.
Because I feel like we're always going to have the podnapping theme.
And here it is.
Oh my God, I'm being podnapped.
Podnapping.
This is Podnapping, where we nap a pod. We take a topic or conversation or a segment from another thing, and we do it ourselves.
It's my week this week. So here's the thing, Nelson. I have a podnapping, and as I was doing it, you know, sometimes a podnapping comes to you, and you're like, oh, yes, thank God, I've got a podnapping. And then as I'm doing it, I was like, or have I just thought of this because I've already done it?
Yeah.
And I went, I don't know if you know this, but I have a document and I keep all my podnappings in it.
Yeah.
And I scrolled back through the document and I couldn't find it. But that hasn't been going since the beginning of time. So it's possible it's just pre-document.
Yeah.
But I'm very confident we've probably done a riff on this before.
Okay.
This podnapping it's probably not going to be the longest podnapping in the world either, but the idea is it's based on something I heard on the radio, where they were trying to identify sounds of popular. They were doing streaming services, but they were talking about the idea of the brand ident. So knowing a logo is one thing, but if a brand is so iconic that just by a tiny sound, not even necessarily a sting of music, but just a sound, if you can associate it to a brand, that's like a very strong connection that people have to that brand. So
I've done this one before, by the way.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't on your list.
Yes, okay. This all makes sense.
Anyway, that's all right.
But I did remember it. Okay.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's fine.
I've got 10 brand idents.
Yeah.
I can't believe I thought of this, Nelson. It's genius, this one.
It's so smart, Cambo.
And I just want to know if you can identify the brands from the ident.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so we'll start easy. This is the first brand ident here.
Netflix.
That's Netflix. Do you remember the fun fact I once shared on this show about the Netflix ident?
That's you? You did the drums?
Yeah, that's me. Oh, it's not a drum at all.
Yeah.
It is a sound effect from the TV show House of Cards.
Yeah.
Where he taps his ring twice on the Oval Office desk.
Yeah.
Dun-dun, and then they've reverberated it.
Yeah. They don't like to admit that's
No.
where it comes from anymore.
They don't like to admit that Kevin Spacey did the ta-dum sound from Netflix.
Yeah.
Weirdly. This is the second brand ident.
Is that HBO?
That is HBO.
It is?
Yeah,
It is? Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
Well done. What TV show do you associate that sound with? Because I have one and I hate it.
Is it Entourage?
That's the one that
I reckon I associate it with that the most as well.
Not The Sopranos.
There's been a couple, but
not Game of Thrones. None of the acclaimed stuff. In my mind, I still hear the first guitar lick of the Entourage theme song, and I wish it was different, but I can't lie to myself.
Yeah,
Can't say, I think of The Wire actually when that comes on. No, it's Entourage.
Yeah.
2 for 2. All right, this is the third one.
It's like Wind. Oh no, it's Mac.
That's Macintosh.
Yeah,
That's the iconic Macintosh startup sound, which is copyright to them. That is a signature sound that they only use for Macintosh computers.
Yeah,
and computers specifically.
It's funny,
not like your phones or your iPads, just their computers.
Yeah. It's funny that sometimes they like patent or copyright sounds like that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're stopping people from using it maliciously. But I'm like, nobody wants to use that sound, do they?
That sound is also, I remember when I was in film school, because a lot of people use Mac for like film production. That would be the giveaway when you're meant to be like working in class and then someone asks you to open up something and then you hear someone go, yep. Ding.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they did not have their computer on for the majority of this class. They have not been taking a single note.
Yeah. Who needs notes? That's what I say.
Yeah, it's all on ChatGPT these days. This is the fourth one.
McDonald's?
That is McDonald's. We talked about that one specifically, I think, at another point. The whistle, McDonald's whistle, I remember. Yes.
Home of the double pounder, as they say.
And I would say at this show we endorse, go order one yourself. They're a real treat. This is the fifth one.
This one is trickier. Ooh, I've heard it before.
You recognize it?
Yeah, I recognize it, I think. Can you go again?
Yep. What are you leaning toward?
It could be one of two things. The sound itself makes me think of it's also the startup of something.
Oh, yeah.
But in the back of my mind, the other thing I'm leaning towards is like at the start of a movie or something. I feel like I would hear that. Am I more on to the track with that?
You were more on track with the latter.
Yeah, so it could be like, I mean, it's not like THX or something, which is like really obvious or, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint.
Yeah.
It's one of the streaming services.
Oh. Oh God. I feel like I should. Maybe is it? No, Disney's maybe a bit. What else do I know? Prime.
It is Prime.
Ah, okay. There we
Before
go.
you watch anything on Amazon Prime, that little logo stink happens.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay.
I don't watch. I'm not on Prime as much. I think.
So yeah, that's the startup before you do
Right.
everything. He is it also, they do like original movies and stuff. So if you watch anything produced by Amazon, it could appear as well. Here's the next one.
That's Intel.
Yes. And what's the jingle? For a while, there's like a little sequence of words they would say along with that.
Oh. What was the words?
It's funny, when I played this, I test played this with Stacey, and she sung the words along with it.
Yeah, I reckon I do know the words. I mean, they'll be familiar.
So, do you want me to sing them for you?
How can I do that? What's the first word? Because then maybe
The first word is Intel.
Intel, the fresh makers.
Yeah, it's Intel the fresh maker. No, it is this. It goes Intel inside. Intel inside.
Okay, nope. It turns out I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know Intel inside? Yeah, you used to do it at the end of the ad. Because that would be spruiking whatever computer, and then go ding, Intel inside, to be like, we're running Intel.
Yeah, nope, never knew that.
Okay, oh, fair
Or
enough.
I've forgotten, I guess. Probably have heard that before.
Here's the next one.
That's PlayStation 1.
That is PlayStation.
Oh, yes, I have fond memories of that sound. I think what's funny is the evolution of not just PlayStation, but probably like computer software in general that has where the intro jingles or little sounds have shortened dramatically over time.
Yeah.
Because they were like, turns out nobody wants this gigantic intro when they're turning it on their PlayStation every time.
I would say the average sound effect that I had been running is about 5 to 6 seconds. That one is 15.
Yeah, because it has like a few different bells that go on.
Yeah. At one point, you think it's ending, and then it starts up again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun too.
Yes, that is PlayStation 1. Here's the
It
next
could
one.
be loading as well, but just by the way, actually, it could not.
That's what I always assumed. It's something was booting up, and they just played that to keep you entertained.
Yeah. So it's probably a combination of both things. Yes. Anyway,
That was number 6. This is number 7.
20th Century Fox.
It's not 20th Century Fox.
No, it's one of them.
Yeah.
It's just one of them. Is it like Paramount?
No, it's not. Like, you keep going, you'll get it.
Is it it's Universal.
Universal.
Yeah, okay.
It is
as soon as I thought about it, I
the
knew what it
words
was.
coming across the globe. Universal.
Yeah.
Not too dissimilar to the old Fox. It was like a marching drum.
Yeah.
Brum, bum, brum, bum, like that. Okay, here's the next one. This one's a little longer.
Is this THX?
This is THX.
I picked it already.
What's known as the deep note.
Yeah. See, I get that one. That one makes sense. If you're like, we're a sound company, we're just going to do this sick long note. I get that.
Do you know the reason behind the deep note?
Is it just to prove that they could do it, sort of thing?
Basically, it is. Cinemas didn't always. Most cinemas have 5.1 sound, 5 speakers, 1 sub. But traditionally, for a long time, they just had 2 speakers at the front.
Yeah.
So when this came in, this was to signify all 5 and the bass being on at once to rumble everything to be like, this is what THX sounds can do. It is to demonstrate the sound system in a cinema.
And now Dolby Atmos has the 361.
Exactly.
Where it's like tick, 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 tick
So
around.
I've tested this on a few people, and a lot of people think that is Dolby.
Oh,
But you
idiots.
very correctly guessed
Yes.
it is THX, the other sound conglomerate.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one.
Keep your eyes open for a bargain.
Car City.
Yes, that is the local Melbourne car menu, second-hand car dealership, Car City.
I drove past them the other day, and I
Did
was
you-
like, oh, they still exist. I didn't realize.
How were your eyes?
My eyes.
Yeah. Were they
I don't-
open
is that
for a bargain?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
They were open in shock and surprise, actually.
I actually think, with the exception of Amazon, you have a pretty perfect run there. You are a brand shill.
Oh, I do love the brands. All right. Well, now it's time for the Ask Me Anything, where listeners of the
Do I?
show... Oh, yeah, okay, go. Yeah.
You got the questions. We have the answers. So ask us anything at all.
This is the Ask Me Anything, where listeners of the show, just like you, listener, can write in and ask us anything you want.
Yes, go on here from a new person, Aditya. I think Aditya. That's how I'm going to pronounce it.
Yep.
Aditya.
Yeah.
Hi, Nelson and Cambo. I was listening to your latest podcast and I got excited when I heard about the white multi-tool thing that Alan brought from Vietnam. My wife and I brought the exact same thing from a lady who did a great job of presenting it. I think with the conversion rate, it came to less than $1. The unfortunate part is that now it's mainly used as a second peeler for vegetables.
Yeah.
We haven't used any of the other parts of the tool at all.
Yeah. I just thought this was funny because from what Ellen told me, it sounds like Aditya and Ellen have seen the exact same lady.
Yeah.
And she has demonstrated it in such a way. And because it's so cheap as well, we feel like, damn, let's buy it. Let's use it. But I have to say, I do use it all the time. In fact, it's the only thing that I do use is the grading sort of thing that I was talking about last week. And I used it just last night. So I highly recommend it. Get back into the habit.
Yeah. So it's,
whenever you have a carrot, I think just do it.
what I'm learning is that it is sold as a multi-tool, but mainly used as a single tool.
Yeah, exactly. Which is annoying because it's like kind of annoying to hold, really, because it's got like 4 different things, I think. And anyway, I just thought that was really funny. So thank you for writing in. If you'd like to write into us, you can do so. readitpodcast, READIT podcast @gmail.com.
Yep.
You can also reach us at our subreddit or the Discord. Link is in the show notes. We'd also appreciate it if you could subscribe
Yes.
and rate the show.
Yeah. Well, preferably.
Do it to the maximum amount of stars. We always say 5 stars, but that could be out of 10 or 100 in some platforms.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
really,
Rate it maximum stars.
maximum stars or microphones. Surely there's some sort of platform out there that's rating podcasts out of microphones.
Rate us the top. Whatever you're on, rate us the top.
That's all we ask. It's pretty easy. Thanks for listening, and we will read you later.